Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing Captain Rasta's game. He is playing Vladimir, and he wanted me to send out his greetings to his brother, Genzialf PL, and his friend Blastuch. I don't know if they're in the game, probably not, otherwise he would have mentioned that. Anyway, Vladimir is going top lane and he's going to be up against Jax. And this is supposed to be an entertaining match, so let's hope it is. So currently, yeah, starting off with boots and potions, of course. I mean, that's what you do. That's what you do on virtually any champion. And if you don't, like this Nidalee, then you kind of got screwed in the mid lane, mid game, sorry. Well, no. You kind of got screwed in the early game, that's the problem. And then if you get screwed in the early game, of course you cannot carry that into the mid game and late game. In the late game you can still make it work, of course, because even if you're behind then you can farm back up and blah blah blah, but it's best not to get behind at all. So it's Urgot versus Urgot, so that tells you that it is indeed a normal match, so no ranked. And that should be no problem for most of my viewers anyway. And if it is a problem, go watch the other video that has just a pentakill in it, because there is going to be a pentakill. Yeah, but most of you already know that. Please don't put the timer in the comments. I mean, for people who are here just to see the pentakill, they can watch the video of the pentakill. And for those of you actually here for the game, yeah, I like to be surprised, so I'm assuming some of my viewers will as well, and so don't spoil it for them. Anyhow, going on. This yeah, this matchup is kind of hard for Vladimir, I guess. Although he is ranged, but well, wow. Hang on, we have to see that. But let me look at this for a second. So Anivia was much too far forward. So who gets the first blood here? That is the big question. I have no clue. Okay, so it was the red team that actually got the first blood there. That was very close. But yeah, they do get the double kill off here, and that is a great start of this bottom lane. Hopefully they can keep up the pressure now and make that work. Of course, the heal on the other side may prove to be very hard to beat. So yeah, this as I said, this lane is pretty hard for Vladimir, for the simple fact that Jax has, well, exactly that, the jump and the stun, and you have to dodge the stun every time. So he did play that wrong, of course. If we see here, so we see Jax charging up his stun after the jump, I think. So the jump comes in, that's not a problem, but then after the stun he should pull and then move out, not move in and then out, because you're never going to get enough health out of that to make it worth it. You move out immediately, because otherwise you get killed, and that's exactly what we saw. But well, I did a whole thing on Vladimir's laning phase. If you're having trouble with Vladimir, you should check that out. It's like something like an 8-part series where I analyze the gameplay of high-level players, so high ELO players, pro gamers mainly, and I analyze how they play Vladimir and yeah, what skill choices they make, how they use their abilities, things like that against different opponents. And yeah, as I said, when you have, or if you have problems with Vladimir, just go check that out, and you will see that most of the play is pretty standard, and if you follow the standard play you can do pretty well. So Vladimir obviously not very good at hitting versus the turrets, but yeah, That's because Vladimir doesn't really have that much damage on his basic attacks, so he loses a lot of gold there. It's one of the main problems with Vladimir early on. Everyone gets pushed to their turrets, and last hitting versus a turret is just hard to do. You need to hit every minion twice, so you need to hit them once, then the tower hits them, then you hit them a second time, and once again going for the pull and moving back in. At this time, of course, no summoners on Jax, so he couldn't really take advantage of that. And yeah, we are just going to continue on, because, well, that's what happens in games. You have to play on even if you wow, just out of range. And yeah, that was very dangerous, because if that stun landed, he would have been dead. But because the stun didn't land, he couldn't really get into range of the Vladimir, and therefore Vladimir was okay. So Pantheon coming in here at random, and this pink ward is also kind of random. But yeah, well, it is very safe to put down a pink ward. Of course, you don't pink ward straight away, because Vladimir is not going to buy anything, any wards this early. He hasn't gone back yet, except the time he got killed, and yeah, you could have seen from the items that he didn't really have anything. So anyhow, bottom lane is getting pushed quite heavily, and that may trigger the jungler to come in. I don't know where the jungler is. Oh, over here. Okay. Okay, it's all good. As long as he didn't disconnect, because that would suck. So yeah, Vladimir, as I said, has very low damage early on, so low damage on his basic attack, and his abilities aren't that great for last hitting either. So we see the problems here. If you use your abilities at the wrong times, then you will lose a lot of the farm. And the jungler coming in here, going to pull away from that. Unfortunately, the fear will still work in that. While in the pool, assuming that you got it on you in the first place, so he triggered it before you went into the pool, because otherwise he cannot target you, but that's pretty standard. And once again, dying there. Yeah, came in at much too low health. I mean, hang on, because it screws up a little in the position of the champions when you rewind. So here he's safe, and he should just run out. He should just stay out. And instead he gets damaged by that Q from Nocturne. And yeah, the same thing that happened with the first kill happens again. He the Jax jumps upon him with the shield, with the stun up, and there's nothing he can do. So anyhow, it seems that this has been an Urgot for Urgot trade, or no, just the one kill, and Urgot now 2-2, which is well, surprising, because he started off 2-0, and normally they build pretty tanky, but for some reason both of them building a null magic mantle. Don't really understand why. You have a gank in the mid lane here, and that is not going to result in anything. Orianna is too low to help, and misses his javelin there, which is surprising to say the least. But it's all good, nobody got killed. This Katarina is pretty low though. She may actually die. Same goes for Orianna. Orianna may also die. But Katarina, yeah, she has the Dorn shield, so she may be a little bit better off. I guess. Then this Oriana, who has nothing in the way of well, regeneration. In the meantime, top lane, yeah, has been mostly deserted, and the ward gets taken out, which was of course due to that. Oh, he didn't cancel it. Wow, should have definitely cancelled that, because this is not a good engage. And if you cancel your ultimate on Pantheon, you get a reduced cooldown. So would have been worth it, because this was not going to result in anything at any point. So now he has the full cooldown on his ultimate. It's not that long, it's 114 seconds. And yeah, if you cancel it, I don't know, it doesn't say. You can cancel it, and it doesn't say how much it's reduced by. Oh god, get out, dude! Oh, he tried to switch. Wow, that is kind of dangerous to do if you're that low, because if that actually had gone off, he probably cancelled it himself. But if that went off, then yeah, that is you're on the other side of, so you have to get past the Nocturne. Even though he may take a few tower shots, you still have to get past him. If only Pantheon had his ultimate up now. Anyhow, we're going to go back to Vladimir, who is our E champion here. Let's go back, because I was a little bit too late searching for what to do. So yeah, both of them are about equal health, and immediately going for that pull, even though the stun wasn't up, but he does get the kill, but he is also going to get killed. So yeah, finally does get the kill on that Jax, but yeah, trades the kill for one on Jax as well. And there goes the ultimate once again, but again, nothing happening. Come on. Chase him down. There you go. Could have done that a lot earlier, but it's all good. He got the kill, and he's going to grab this one as well. Yeah, that wasn't as close as it seems. I mean, this is going to be close. Oh! He messed up, he clicked the Pantheon. If you right click a champion, like he did right there, then the moment they walk into the bush you stop walking. So what you should do instead is click the path you want to. So instead of right clicking the champion, you want to right click on the other side, and yeah, if you want to attack them, then you attack them, of course. That's a different story. But yeah, in this case he kind of messed up, because I think he is he's quicker than the opponent is. Level 2 boots, and who was that? This guy, level 2 boots as well. I don't know whether he has more movement speed. We'll have to see. So the movement speed, yeah, you can figure it out, by the way. On this guy and on this guy, you can compare them. I don't really care anymore. Well, I can't care anymore. I do care, but I have to get on with the commentary, because otherwise everyone says that I miss everything all the time. So they get a 1-for-1 trade. Unfortunately, the Janna gets the second kill. And red Urgot now has his mana immune completed, while blue Urgot still doesn't, so it's going to be a difference there. So finally he gets a jump off and gets something done. Well, still not the ultimate. The ultimate is on Pantheon, I think is too slow, everyone can just run out of it. It should be more like Gangplank's ultimate. Missing the entire ultimate there. Yeah, Gangplank's ultimate prevents people from running out of it, and for some reason Pantheon's ultimate does not. And it completely tells you, and that was pretty close, completely tells you where he is going to drop. So unless he has someone boxed in, so there are enemies, or there are people coming from two sides, and he blocks off the third exit. It's not a very useful ultimate. So if someone is over here, for example, and someone comes in over here and over here, so there are only retreat paths over here, and Pantheon can ult over here, then it may be a useful ultimate, but for the rest, not so much. You can just walk out of it, and unless you're in the middle of a fight, it is mostly the best plan to do that anyway. So lots of damage going off on both teams, and especially, well, these two guys getting pretty heavily damaged. And no, nothing is going to come of this. And no, unfortunately. Let's go back to top lane. So yeah, the lane is now kind of well, in Jax's favor. He is 45 to... oh, he's actually really behind. Wow. Wow, the 82 minions against 45, but 4 kills against 1. So I was assuming that Jax was winning the lane, but in fact he is not. The 40 minions between them is 3 kills, so they're equal at this point. With the only exception that there are 2 assists of Vladimir. So Vladimir actually has some more gold. And that, of course, is what makes all the difference. Because a little bit extra gold can get you out of the situations. So he made a couple of play mistakes early on, but definitely farming a lot better than this Jax is. Even though, yeah, he lost quite a few minions to that turret, and well, of course he was killed 4 times already. So I have to question the Jax then, but okay. Oh, another 1-for-1 trade there. Let's see. So first of all, we have 2 fights here. It's Jax versus or not Jax, Urgot versus well, these 2. And then yeah, here it was 3 versus Urgot. And now well, what's her name? Orianna comes in way too late. She is going to get killed for her... oh, she has a flash. She may actually live, but I think not. No, she's going to die, yeah. So yeah, Orianna came in way too late, and that means that everyone can just turn around and go for you instead. And this Jax, yeah, let's not run into him. That stun on Jax is so useful. Unfortunately, it's not an actual targeted stun, because that would be ridiculous. But fortunately for Jax, he has that, and he can utilize that to actually get the kills, even if he's a little bit underfarmed like he is now. But yeah, as you can see, 105 for Vladimir, and the rest is at like super low, except this guy. He's doing pretty well, or she. It's Katarina. Nobody on the enemy team even close to 100 yet. So 2 guys two guys at 100 here, and the highest here is 80 on Orianna. Which is once again pretty surprising, because Orianna is a ranged champion, and yeah, Katarina is not. So how did Katarina win that? So the heal going off, and yeah, she's not going to get out. Yep, and there is a ward in that bush, so she does see the Pantheon coming in. In the meantime, in the top lane, we are currently standing on top of a ward. And yeah, there we go. Jax jumping on top of him, but both of them losing an equal amount of life. Then the Q from Vladimir, putting that into his advantage. And the pull, yeah, the pull was a little premature. Wasn't really necessary, and you lose 20% of your current life for that. This would have been the correct moment to pull. And is he going to live? No, 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 no. So if he did that differently, so if he saves his pull in that first engagement, so first of all this guy comes in, and yeah, the pull here does nothing except prevent a little bit of damage, but you take 20% of your damage, of your health in damage, and he was at something like 1300 life, so that's a lot. And then here Jax well, spins up the pull, the stun. That's the moment to get away, because the stun won't hit you if you're in the pool. It's not like the tether on this guy, on Nocturne. So you will actually be able to get away, and if you can get away from that, so if you can, where's he going? Over here. But if you can get away from that, that is of course a way to keep yourself safe. And Vladimir only has one escape, unless you have a summoner, an escape summoner, and he has Flash and Ignite. So Flash still pretty good, although Ghost is more commonly used. But Ghost combines really well with the pull. You can get a lot of distance between you and your opponents. Because the pull gives you a slow on the enemies, it gives you a movement speed boost, and it gives you invulnerability, of course. Well, relative invulnerability, because it's just an untargetable effect. All the damage that's already on you, so the damage over time and such, they will still hit you. Not sure about tower shots though. So wisely putting that in the bush. So many people will place it outside, but yeah, putting it in the bush so he can see the ward wherever it is, and maybe not get the best view of the opponent. And there he dodges the stun, so now he may actually have a good shot at getting this kill. Yep, he is going to get it, no problem. Even has a few hundred life left. And you see the difference. If Jax doesn't land the stun, then it becomes a lot harder to get that. So currently at 135 minions versus 61. So yeah, even though it's 5 kills versus 3, he is 70 minions up. And yeah, 70 minions is, I don't know, that's about 4 kills, well, almost 5 kills. 75 is 5 kills, so that's about what he's up. So yeah, then you can see why he is doing better than Jax. He's currently, yeah, if you calculate it like that, he's 8 to 5, so he is 3 kills up on Jax. Farm-wise, of course. And this goes out of the window, of course, if someone has a Magi Soul Stealer, because the minion kills obviously don't work for that. Come on, Katrina! She has to get out, and it is a 3 versus 3 fight, but blue team is pretty low already. And there comes the Pantheon ultimate. He's finally going to be able to do something just after his turret, or just after his ultimate. And yeah, nobody was coming in yet, but yeah, they were afraid that Orianna might come. So anyhow, yeah, that was a good fight for once. and hopefully they will follow that up with some more good fights, because this is what they need. They need to get some advantages, because they're only 17 to 15 ahead, and in fact the red team, oh, they're behind, never mind, they're 17 to 15 behind and the red team is up by about 500 golds, because, well, they got more farm, mainly due to that top lane. Orianna using her ultimate there to get them out of her face, and she's going to be fine. She has a lot of escapes, so she has at least 2. And then she has her summoner spells, so... Who's this? Oh, that's Nidalee. Nidalee's pretty dead here. Yeah, they do pick up the Nidalee kill. So it's a 4 versus 1, so yeah, it's kind of an obvious kill. And this guy should have been spotted. And did he indeed spot that? Come on, dodge the stun. No! No! Oh, is he going to... Yes, he's still going to pick up the kill. Wow, that was lucky. I think that those were minions. I think the ultimate already triggered, so... Let's see, can I find Jax? No, the other guy. Oh, was that an ignite? It was an ignite. Yeah, so the ignite killed him. Okay. That explains that. So red team going to take another dragon. And an easy dragon it is, because there is nobody near. And they knew that, of course. They knew that 2 champions were top, one of them got killed. And so... yeah, nobody else was going to come in. So they get a free dragon. And Orianna, oh, she doesn't have a blue buff anymore. So the blue buff on Katarina here, who can do pretty well with the cooldown reduction, obviously doesn't get mana regen, because she doesn't have mana. So she may actually get mana regen, but it doesn't matter. Let's see, does it actually show? Hang on, let's pull the thing over here. No, it doesn't say. It also doesn't say the amount of mana you have. I always wondered about that, because you can actually get the well, items that give you mana on champions that, well, don't need mana, and then, well, whether or not you could be you would be able to, for example, utilize the Manamune or the what's the scepter, the Archangel's staff. Yeah, but apparently you cannot, because the mana is just set to 0. Oh, let's see, because they are going to get into a big team fight while I was watching the top fight. So first of all, yeah, Katarina gets out of that and is going to drain a lot of life from this. They are going to kill Katarina in the end, but they are going to grab a triple for this. There you go. Yeah, she has a lot of, she has Spell Vamp going, which gives her a lot of additional health in such a situation. Because if she uses her ultimate, that does a lot of damage, and if she does a lot of damage, then she gets a lot of life back. Yeah, going for the Rage Blade here, that's a pretty uncharacteristic build on Katarina, because normally people will go for the Hextech Gunblade first. Because the Hextech Gunblade adds a lot of lifesteal and spell vamp, as well as the ability to slow down enemies, which is great for not allowing them out of your ultimate, because otherwise they can just run away and you only hit them like 3 times instead of 10 times. Or, now, well, I don't know how many times you can actually hit the same champion, but you can hit people 10 times, so I don't know if there's a maximum to the amount of daggers you can throw at one champion. Normally there is, doesn't mean that there is now. We have some gold stuck to our screen again. And some experience. Yeah, you want that, Vladimir? You'll get really fat. Anyhow.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So turret traded for the kill on Pantheon somewhere here. Yep. And that may not have been the most successful thing to do. Katarina getting out of there with a Shanpo into Flash. Nicely played. Nicely played.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And red team's turret has been destroyed. That sucks. Yeah, the what's his name? Urgot is obviously going to push that bottom lane. Our Urgot, by the way, disconnected. I already knew this was going to happen, I just didn't know when. But he did disconnect, and he is not going to come back. So, hang on. We have a big fight over here. And oh, they're actually going to grab 2. Okay, excellent. 3 versus 2, so they should be able to grab both of them. And lots of damage going down on them. Double buff now on Vladimir. And they should be able to get this turret easily. And Vladimir just going to focus the minions and let his minions take down the turret. And he is going to get a lot of farm by now. 217 versus almost 100 for Jax. So he has over doubled the minions. And yeah, that's why he is winning the lane. Has nothing to do with Vladimir being stronger than Jax. Because Jax, with his stun, can get a lot of things done. And his stun has a lower cooldown than the pool on Vladimir. So Vladimir can't really use that as a safe way to get out every time. A little bit of damage done by Urgot there. He does lose a couple minions because of that. Well, they get picked up by Nidalee, so they're not lost for the team, but he does need his farm. He's currently at 295, so he too lost the lane, but since this guy disconnected, that is not going to matter too much. And I really wish there was a total minion counter here somewhere, so I could see the entire minions on both teams. Here you have the gold for those of you interested. You can see how much gold everyone gathered. It seems that the enemy team is just, yeah, standing around a little. They're kind of afraid to go anywhere. This lane is too pushed. This lane has no turret anymore. And this lane is also too pushed, so they can't really reach anything except for this dragon. And they are going to get a free dragon here. Is the enemy team, well, the red team, not actually paying attention to that, even though they took out that dragon the first time, or the last time I should say. And now they forgot the dragon timer, or they didn't put it in the chat. The entire blue team in the jungle now. Going to wait for a non-existent enemy. It's pretty funny how teams do that. It's such a useless strategy. If you have no reason to assume they're going to be there, then don't wait in the bush. Don't even stand in the bush. Just go farm. Yeah, someone now noticing that dragon is up, but dragon is not up anymore. Oh, there are a lot of traps on the map, by the way. So Nidalee doing a good job of just farming or not farming, but warding everything with those traps. So yeah, so they know now that the enemy team just did dragon, and hopefully they will get the next one. So you need to be there. You need to note those timers in the chat and then remember to go there. So big team fight going to go off here. It's 4 versus 5, so the red team should lose this, but it seems that the Vladimir ultimate might actually change that. He gets a double kill right there, and is he going to be able to... Oh yeah, this is going to be it, isn't it? Come on, come on, quadra kill! Find the last guy! Nice, so nice. Oh, let's see that again. I'm going to have to rewind. Wow, it's a long fight. So yeah, they were 4 versus 5, and yeah, this ultimate from Vladimir is going to do all the damage. Going to increase all that damage by 12%, and or something like that, and that is just a huge amount of damage extra. And obviously, wow. Yeah, this last one is pretty surprising that he actually gets that, because it was almost the kill from Katarina, but very nicely done. That was a 4 versus 5 fight, and they should have lost that, especially because the blue team engaged on this Pantheon and they couldn't even kill Pantheon. And Pantheon isn't that tanky. I mean, he has some HP, sure, but it's not like he has a million HP and a good armor and magic resist. No, it's just kind of average. But a good job on them, and yeah, pretty early pentakill too. So well done. But yeah, he is pretty fat. We will see from the gold amounts that he has 14k gold, the rest of his team has under 10. The enemy team is under 9 even. Oh, yeah, well no. You have 9.2 over at this guy. I don't know how he got that. I think the 18 assists will have something to do with that. Might have the extra... what's it called? Extra masteries on, yeah, extra assist golds. I don't know what they're called, but whatever. Something like that. But yeah, that was a crazy team fight from both perspectives, because, well, it was pretty hard to see where the enemies were. And yeah, the blue team engaging there first, that made it pretty much impossible to win that. And still they came out on top, no problem. I mean, 5 versus 0, yeah, that's coming out on top, no problem. So yeah, going to get this turret now, at least attempt to. And can you imagine if he didn't make those few mistakes in the early game that got him killed twice? And he would have been so much further ahead. And yeah, this Nocturne dropping in on them, even though they're so far behind, that was just not a good engage at all. And engaging on the Vladimir, really? That is, yeah, that's just bad strategy, man. Jumping straight on top of her. No, 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 don't go overextend. Just get out of there. Ah! Wow. He stays alive, man. I would have just taken down the turret, but yeah, they can still take down the turrets because they have an ace. It is 13 seconds until the next guy comes up, so they can take out 2 turrets here. Because Urgot isn't that dangerous anyway, and it's going to take him a long time to walk up to here. He is now up, and he's going to waddle over here. Because he's such a fat guy, he is really slow. And yeah, nice dodge on that poison. I think she got hit anyway, but she attempted to dodge it anyway. So yeah, this minion wave pushing in, this minion wave pushing in. It's all good. It's going into the right direction. Jack's coming in to clear up that minion wave, but that's not going to happen, dude. Vladimir a little bit too early on the engage there, but it's all good. He has plenty of life to spare. And HP, sorry. And he should stay alive through this, no problem. Yeah. They focus him so hard every time, and he just stays alive. Because he has a crazy amount of HP. And of course, yeah, low magic resist, low armor, so he's still a decent target, but without a real AD carry, I mean, Urgot is not a real AD carry. And without that, it's pretty much impossible to destroy someone like this. So yeah, the inhibitor going to go down. And yeah, they should really back off at this point. They are going to back off, once again engaging on the Vladimir here. But this time it will work. And oh no, he's still alive. And he might actually make it out. Yeah, they're going for him, but oh, there we go. Finally goes down, but they're going to, yeah, go on the entire team. Oh, come on, get out. Oh, Pantheon, nice flash, and they are going to move. No, how did you miss that? Howling Gale, oh my god. Yes, misses that. That was a much easier one to miss, but... Oh, go on, get her! Yes! They get her! Oh my god! That was such a long fight, man. But yeah, in the meantime, the super minions deciding, hey, that's a tasty tower. Let me just get that. So yeah, the Jacks in the meantime battling some super minions over there, and yeah, they lose one tower and almost the second one. This one is still at about 500 HP. And yeah, it's going to heal back up very slowly, but still, if Pantheon drops in here, I'm pretty sure he can kill this before he gets killed. Especially since there are only 3 champions over here, because this guy is standing over here doing nothing. Yep. Come on, Pantheon. The Pantheon ult got nerfed, right? That has a range now. So big team fight going off once again, and this time it's a 3 versus 3 fight, but the tower is there, and there comes the Pantheon. They do get the tower. They kill 2 for 4. That was actually a 5 versus 3. Okay. So they just need to focus this Nexus. Well, the minions are doing a good job already. But if they can just get a few hits off... Oh no, there are no enemy minions anymore. Haha! All of the enemy minions getting killed! Anyway, very nice game. And you can see everything is red now with the minions. That's pretty cute. Everything is red in general. No blue on the map anymore. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this one. It was definitely... an interesting game, especially after that disconnect here, because then the game got a little bit more equal, since not everyone well, they weren't really ahead at that point anymore. Vladimir 18k gold with most of the enemies not even hitting 10k, and yeah, you can see how important the farming is. The farming on the top lane, on the bottom lane, on the mid lane, and even on the jungler. Jungler not so much, but those carries, those really high damage carries, such as Vladimir and yeah, Katarina in this case, they need to farm. And I guess Pantheon built some, yeah, he built some damage items as well, so he would be considered that. But Urgot, yeah, he needs items, of course, but he's not really a strong carry. As I said, he can't be the AD carry on your team, because he can't take out the Vladimir. It takes him forever to attack him down, because he doesn't build damage items. That doesn't work. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.